Good morning, guys.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, y'all, it's a bright and sunshiny day today.
And it's super sunny outside.
Very, very sunny. And it's actually not too cold or anything. It's actually great working weather. Yesterday ended up raining for pretty much the entire day.
Yep.
And we had all the great intentions of me finishing up that edit and then putting it out and then going to town and picking up our lumber and stuff. But the rain just would not quit. And we were, by the time that I finished with my edit, it was like 2 hours until the kids were going to be home. There was no time for us to be able to drive to Fort Smith, which is an hour away, pick up all that stuff, and then drive home and then be home at the same time as the kids. So we didn't get that done yesterday, and we're about to go do that this morning.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we did end up going down into town yesterday.
Well, you and the kids did.
Oh, yeah. And we got the Valentine's Day stuff going and whatnot, since, it is Valentine's Day on Wednesday.
Yeah. And I got spoiled.
So we had to get the kids, their cards and everything, and I couldn't help it. I walked by the tulips one too many times over the last week or so. And the last time you were like, those look good, blah, 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 and you were, saying all that, and I was like, all right, I know what I'm doing.
I stopped and I smelled the flowers, and I didn't say like, oh, I want them or anything, but I stopped and smelled the flowers. I was like, oh, they're so pretty. Yeah, and Gary and the kids went to town and picked up all that Valentine stuff. I was still when I take my medicine, I get a little loopy. And I was like, you just go. I'm going to stay here on the couch. And I kind of was laying down on the couch, and they came in the house with all these flowers. I just was like, oh my gosh, all these flowers. And he came in with dinner. I was like, what is this? Yeah. So I was super spoiled last night. And that's my Valentine's Day. Because Valentine's Day, as far as gifts and stuff, I don't expect anything, that's perfect. Because Valentine's Day is my mom's birthday too. So usually we like to celebrate, or sometimes Gary will either celebrate it early or sometimes we'll do it after. Sometimes it's actually on the day, but I wasn't expecting really anything. And that was very nice, babe. Thank you, baby.
I love you.
I love you too.
So, but I couldn't help it. I couldn't just get one. I mean, I could have, but, they're meant to be planted. I got you the live ones that you can plant and everything else. I know the cats are back at it again. The
cats are being freaks, man. They are
We tried recording it yesterday.
Here, I'm going to record it right now on my phone, because as soon as we stand up...
She stood up and was fine. The second I stood up, the cats were like, oh, nope. We better chill out.
I'm recording. Look at these guys. If we get up to go grab the camera, they're going to stop. But this is ridiculous. Incoming short, guys. Stay tuned for later. Incoming short.
I'll talk while you are doing that, I guess.
I guess. Here, I'm gonna wait for him.
But, it was really good yesterday, though, because, we were able to rest up a little bit. I mean, we've been going so much, you guys, nonstop, it feels like, for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, we did have several days where we were just hitting it 16 hours each day and doing a lot of physical manual labor.
My body got ran down. Your body got ran down.
Yeah.
And it definitely, I'm happy for it, because I feel pretty good today. I'm still ran down. I'm not gonna lie. It might be.
It's the allergies.
Whatever's floating around, allergies, whatever. It's just so weird to me in that aspect,
Okay, squirrel. I just lied there. Oh, why is it every time I literally turn off the camera, then they do something? I was gonna say squirrel, but never mind about the short. But put the camera.
Be ready to record it when they get crazy. You know what I mean?
They're going nuts. Look at them. They're in that mode. Anyway, keep going. Allergies, terrible.
So I'm glad that we were able to take that day. I mean, it was raining, and there was actually some snow up in Fort Smith area, up in the higher elevation aspect. So
yes, there was.
It's not. I mean, trust me, I wanted to go and get that done yesterday, but at the same time, I'm somewhat glad that we we hung out and were able to relax a little bit. We had a good family movie night.
We did. We ended up renting the movie Wonka, which was pretty good. It was definitely a musical, and I don't think my family was expecting the musical part of it as much.
I wasn't expecting it to be a musical because they always do that to you. Always. Like, always. I don't know why. If it's a musical, put it in the dang freaking trailer so people know that it's a musical. But every single time that it's a musical or something like that, you never know it until you watch it, because in the trailer, there's no songs really going on.
It doesn't show them dancing.
It doesn't show any of this or that, you know. It just, it did not look like a musical in my eyes, at least off the trailer.
Well, I reminded Gary too that like Gene Wilder's version of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the original is a musical.
I know.
You know, so like it makes sense that Wonka, which is not a remake, it's a totally different story completely. It's like a prequel. It's like how Willy Wonka got the chocolate factory. So, anyhow,
it was a good one.
It was cute.
Really good. Like, I don't like musicals or anything else like that, but it wasn't that like crazy. You know, it was somewhat like how the first original was. Like, even the first original one, it wasn't like that. You know, it's more of like the older style of musical.
Yeah.
Where it was more of like trying to tell a story in the aspect, not have it be all this huge, like, you say one thing and it turns into this huge musical thing. It's like, come on, like, I don't know.
I'm a big fan of musicals, though. Personally, I mean, I like musicals, and Scarlett likes musicals. Abe and Julia are kind of on Team Gary, where they're like, musical. Me and Scarlett were like, yeah, we're ready to get up and sing and dance with it.
Yeah, everybody loves the one musical that I love, so I'm just saying.
Yeah, The Happiest Millionaire. Of course,
the second you put your phone away, they start going at it again.
This is 2 days in a row. Yesterday, the cats were doing it too. So yeah. Anyway, they decided that they're going to put on a show for us since we're sitting here. Sorry about all the squirrel moments. Anyhow, friends, today what we're planning on doing, we are going to plan to go to pick up all of our lumber and stuff, and it's still relatively early right now. By the time that we get back from picking it all up, now Gary did do the pre-order, so that way it should already be picked. We're just gonna have to.
I didn't pre-order the screws or anything else, so I'll go in there and we'll get them to grab our pre-order, right?
Mm-hmm.
And while they're doing that, I'll go grab my screws real quick.
Yeah.
You know.
And they should be able to help us load it in and everything like that, since we ordered it online. But sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. So we'll just see how it goes today.
No, they should. I mean, that's the perk of ordering online, is that they do help you load it, and they already have it picked, right? So that's the nice part. But bad part of pre-ordering is, did they grab the good boards?
Yeah.
Or did they grab the first ones that they can grab and whatever?
Yeah.
You know? So
yeah,
it is what it is if it is like that. So.
Well, because of everything, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go into town and go pick all that up. By the time that we get home, we should probably have about 4 hours or so until the kids get home from school. So today is probably going to be a shorter day for us work-wise. But that's
going to be okay. It's going to be all right. What we have to do is we have to prep for everything, right?
And I'm going to get up there and I'm going to do as much blocking as possible.
Yep.
And I'll obviously help you with prep, but we still have a bunch of boards that were cut, but we needed screws. Like we have screws, but we probably have enough for like maybe
5 blocks.
I was going to say half a dozen, but yeah, about half a dozen blocks, and then that's it. So while Gary is doing some prep work, I'll be up there and I'll be doing all the blocking that I can get done, and then we'll prep out and then get everything all lined up, get everything ready to go.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow should be like a crazy, crazy, crazy day for us.
It should go pretty smoothly, the way I'm planning it and everything, because one, I could have gotten myself boards, right, to do that slope that I want, but my biggest thing in my mind is I don't want to have a very light, like, slope, right? I don't want it to be below 312. I want it to be closer to like 412, but at minimum, I want it to be 312. And for the panels that we are using for the metal, it needs to be 312 at the minimum.
Yes.
So, yeah. I didn't want to get a board and then be like, crap, I'm off by a foot.
That would be a lot to be off by.
That would be a lot, and to have that many and to be off by that, yeah. So we're gonna get those up and the girders up, and then we'll figure out exactly how long of a board we really need.
Yeah, and you know, there was some questions and/or comments on our video that we posted yesterday, which thank you so much to everybody for watching it. They were wondering if we're going to be using our scaffolds and like what happened with our scaffolds and stuff. And I just thought of that because I remembered the last time we were doing that up there, we were using them. So one of our scaffolds is upstairs inside the cabin. And we're not taking that thing out of there. It's too much of a pain in the butt to take it in and out of the darn building. We're talking like 4.5 feet from the dirt to like the bottom of the door. So it's heavy.
It's not that. It's just awkward. And we can take
it's a pain in the butt.
We can take it apart. However,
we're lazy and it's a pain in the butt.
It's a pain in the butt to even take it apart to put it back together, and it's not an easy thing.
It's not that we're lazy. I say we're lazy, but it's not that we're lazy. It's just that it's an extra hour at least of work to move it. It's going to add like at least an hour just to move it. And then we're going to be beat to shreds, right? And super tired. The other one is over at Anthony and Roxanne's house. They've been using it, and that one would probably be easier to get over here, but then we got to push it and pull it, and that rock's in the dirt, and they're still using it for some things and whatnot. So it's like, we got a ladder. We'll be all right.
And I know a lot of people were like, don't be standing on that blue part or the top part of that ladder.
Tara was there.
I will say that is not the safest thing to do.
No.
And I might not do a lot of the safest things out there. So,
yeah, but you're still
don't do as I do, all right?
You're still one of the safer folks, though. Like, as far as most things, and at least maybe while you're building you don't build it safely, but you build for safety.
So, yes, but so here's my thing, okay? I'm not worried about my safety. I'm worried about everybody else's safety.
And I'm worried about his safety.
So, with me, as high up as that is, that ladder is only 6 feet. You know how many tricks I did off of a 6-foot ledge? And how many times I bounced off of concrete off of 6 feet tall, like
in his skateboarding days.
I can't tell you how many times, and I can't tell you how many bruises and how many broken bones I've had. But
yeah, well, you're not a teenager no more.
I know I'm not a teenager anymore. But that aspect, right, over doing that for 10 years straight, I've learned how to fall.
Yeah.
It's honestly, I would probably be a good stunt double for a lot of like certain people, because I do know how to fall, right? And I mean, the deck is 9 feet up there, and yet again, I've done some tricks off of 9 foot, and I've eaten crap off of 9 foot, and you're also going at a forward motion with speed behind you, so just saying. All right,
Gary's saying all that to have you guys not worry about him working on a ladder.
Don't worry about it too much, because with me, it's fine. Now, if somebody else, right, I tell them straight up, yo, like even, I think Jason climbed up and unstepped on it. I was like, hey, that's not going to be the safest spot, bro. Like, keep your mind on that, and like, you need to.
He did really well, though. I was very
Jason
impressed.
Did great.
Yeah.
Like, he seemed like he was, at home up there in the.
Yeah, he did great walking on the deck, and he definitely was a lot of muscle pushing and pulling, especially that one section.
Like I said, we would not have gotten as far as we did without them over here.
Yeah. So again, huge congratulations and thank you guys for loving on our Fram Bam. We appreciate them and all the love that this community continues to pour on everybody. Dude, they hit 7,000 subscribers yesterday.
That's awesome.
You guys are amazing. You guys rock, dude.
Heck yeah. But yeah, no, it's getting there, and there's a lot to it. And then there was somebody else I seen on the comment, why are we putting so much blocking in there?
Oh yeah.
Trust me, I wish I didn't have to put so much blocking in there, but the decking that we are putting in are running the same way as the joists. So I can't do that off of a 9-foot span because
it gives you something to.
So now, if it's from what it says per the manufacturer for the decking that we're going for, is to have it on 2 foot on center minimum, so or maximum or whatever. So I could have went a little bit more and did 16 on center, like what I was thinking.
But that might be even more blocks.
But that would have been even more blocking. And
yeah,
I'm not going too crazy on that.
I think that it's going to be great. It's good for structural integrity. It's going to be great for weight capacity up there. Again, it gives us something to connect the boards to, and we actually get to do in the composite board.
Yep. And it's gonna save us so much time and so much money.
Sit your booty down.
Sit right there.
There you go.
Relax and hang out.
Oh, we got another one coming now. See, one sniffed that they were going to get some love. Now the other's going to come.
But it's coming together, and I want to get all this blocking in there. One, it helps straighten out the joist.
It does.
Because without anything on top, you know, your boards want to do this regardless of what you want to do, right? And with the blocking now, your joist will be standing straight.
Yeah.
You know? And it will stay straight no matter what. And you won't have any racking or anything else like that going on. So it all around made it that much nicer for when I zapped off the ends. Because if they were all, you know, whatever you want to call it, wonky and messed up, my cut would have been all messed up and wonky when I went to go try to pull it to 16 on center all the way through.
Yeah.
So,
I'm excited though, guys. I'm very excited to go to town and go get some more of that lumber. We did not place the order for the ice and water shield yet or the zip board. We're going to have to go back for that because we're going to need some more dimensions once it's finally up there.
What we have working up there.
Yeah, because those things are pricey and we don't want to like buy a whole lot extra. Like one of those boxes for the ice and water shield is over $250 for one box. So we don't want to go and like buy a crazy amount. And I know you can always return the excess, but that's another trip to town and holding on to it. And
we might hold off on the ice and water shield until the middle time, to be quite honest.
Well, and we could.
Because the roof, right, we have the zip board up there. And we had that up there for a long time.
That's true.
So
it's going to be zipped, so it's not like water's going to flow through it.
Taped and everything else, and it's going to be brand new zip.
Yeah.
You know, to where that's going to be sealed by itself.
Well, we're going to play that part by ear. We're going to see how flow is going to.
Exactly. We're trying to get this thing going and just get as much done as humanly possible on both sides to where, okay, now we can figure out the dimensions of how much metal we need, how much of this we need, and then we can order that. And in that time frame of ordering it and waiting for it to get here, we can prep everything and get it ready for the. So.
Yep, we've got a lot of stuff to do in the next 2 weeks. What is today? The 13th?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So the 13th, and there's 29 days.
Yeah.
So we've got like 16 days left for this month, and we want to have up there done and zip boarded and zip taped and everything by the end of this month. I think that we can do it. 16 days. The two of us, I think we can do it.
It's going to be a lot. It's going to be interesting when we have to get the zip board up there.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, honestly, the best way for me to get the zip board over there is to come up the other way.
I was just going to say that. We're going to pull the truck up to the front of the cabin and then take it inside the cabin and through the sliding glass door? Or? No? That's what I was thinking. I'm wrong?
I mean, we might, yeah. I mean, we could do that and throw it
and
up
then
over
throw it
the
up.
joist, but we're going to get to a point where, unless we just stack it up there and then we can just slide it out. I was saying put the ladder up on the roof over there and walk them over the roof. And two.
I mean, if you want to do that, fine. See, you were thinking of the Daredevil stuff, and I was thinking on how can I do this without getting on that roof? So that's why my mind went to, we can walk it through the house and push it. See how different our minds will work?
I see where you're going with it.
But hey, however you want to do it, you know I got you.
Yeah.
You know I got you.
Easier the way that you were saying. Relax, Lola.
She's on one. She might need to go outside.
Come on. Outside?
You need to go outside?
Outside?
You need to go outside? She does.
She does need to go outside.
Yeah, she needs to go out.
Normally, she'll come and try to give us some loving, and I say, outside, you need to go outside, and she'll run into the box.
You can hold the rat for a second. I'll get her out. Yep, she does. Outside, Lola. Outside, Lola. Here you go. Outside. Good girl. Outside. All right. Well, friends, we are going to have to wrap this thing up, though. We love you guys so much, and I thank you guys so much for hanging out with us and chilling with us each and every morning. You guys are the best. We will go do our errands and come back later on today. I'll try about getting that cat thing up for you guys.
They're docile now.
Yeah, now they're just chilling. I did get them smacking each other around a little bit, so we'll see what I could do. Maybe I'll add some dramatic music, dun dun dun, just for laughs. But yeah, no, we're gonna go to the store. We're gonna do our stuff. We're gonna get home. We're gonna start some blocking. We're gonna get things going on, and I assume that tomorrow, because tomorrow is supposed to be another gorgeous day like today. So I imagine that tomorrow, with all the prep work and the finishing of the blocking, hopefully, that we get done today, tomorrow should be really good with more pillars and posts and whatever they're called.
Burgers.
Yeah, those. So anyhow, friends, I don't have a new Simple Life video for you guys yet. I probably won't until Thursday, to be honest with you. We'll be going live tomorrow night on Simple Life, though, so notifications turned on for that Simple Life update. But we will be back tomorrow here on Real Talk with SLR for y'all. So I hope that you guys can join us then. I hope that everybody has a blessed, wonderful day. And yeah, we're going to run. So until the next one, friends, we love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.